We know that Donald Trump has violated Judge Juan Marchand's gag order in the Manhattan District election interference case 7 times. He's been pretty blatant about it. In fact, he even went after the jurors, which is an absolute no-no. That shit will get you in trouble. Now, most of us thought that come this morning, when they resumed the trial and continued with the jury selection, the Judge Juan Marchand would be angry, would be upset, and he would drop the hammer on Donald Trump today. But that's not what happened. In fact, he didn't even mention anything about it to Donald Trump. He didn't say, Donnie, quit that. He said nothing to Donald Trump. Now, he did admonish the media for releasing information about the jurors, but nothing to Donnie. Now, I presume a lot of people take that as the judge is spineless, the court is weak, and all that sort of thing. And I don't really think that's the case. It may not be being handled the way we want it, but there is a reason to why it's being done this way. First of all, Juan Marchand is very methodical, and what he wants to do is he wants to get the jury set and the trial started, and presumably that will be Monday of next week after they get the 5 remaining alternates that they need. So they get the trial started. And then on Tuesday, he has a hearing discussing these violations, these complaints by the district attorney, and Donald Trump's team will have to fight against it. It will be at that point when they make a decision as to whether he violated the gag order and what the punishment would be. Now, here's the interesting thing. The district attorney is asking for a fine of $1,000 for each infraction. So that'd be $7,000. I know what you're saying. Well, that's not much. He can afford that. That's not going to stop him. And that's true. But it's kind of a setup situation. You almost have to give him one shot with a violation, and then the second one is where the problems come in. So he fines him for $7,000. He tells him he was wrong, which Donnie won't like. But the next time he violates it, then that's potentially jail. He ignored the first punishment. He ignored the first admonishment, and now he's doing it again, and he most certainly will do it again. The question is the judge weak, or does he not care what Donald Trump does? Well, there's something that happened at the end of the day in court. Presuming that the trial starts next week, the defense said, we would like a list of the first 3 witnesses that the district attorney will call. The district attorney said, no, we're not doing that, mainly because Donnie Trump will just sick his mouth breathers after him. And they were taken aback by that. They asked the judge, and the judge says, yeah, I think that makes a little sense. We're not going to release those names to you ahead of time. Now, typically that's done a lot, but not in this case because apparently the judge has some concerns about it. And here's where it went a little bit further. Donald Trump's legal team said, well, how about if we just make it for the lawyer's eyes only? Donald Trump won't see it, we promise. Judge said, yeah, no, that's not going to work either. We're not going to allow them to tell you who their witnesses are. That's your problem. That is a show of a lack of confidence, not only in Donald Trump, but lawyers that were once respected and have now lost some respect from the judge. It's all very interesting. Just keep watching. Keep watching. There will be a payoff.